Hey, Justice-Carmen. Just want to let you know your evidence-based practice research question is both timely and highly relevant for the field of sports performance, especially in collegiate athletes. The focus on vertical jump performance in basketball players also addresses a measurable and meaningful aspect of athleticism, which directly impacts game outcomes. You have effectively structured your question using the PICO framework, which strengthens its clinical relevance and research utility. The population, such as collegiate basketball players, intervention, which would be 8-week plyometric training, comparison, which is traditional strength training, and outcome, vertical jump performance, are all explicitly defined. This clarity ensures how further research or practical application can be precisely targeted. The rationale you provided ties the importance of vertical jump ability directly to in-game skills such as dunking, blocking, and rebounding. These are well accepted as core competencies in basketball, making your question directly meaningful to both athletes and coaches. By posing this comparative research question, you are addressing a knowledge gap that can influence coaching decisions. Plyometric training is popular, but comparing its effectiveness to traditional strength regimens through research is crucial for optimizing training protocols. While you defined plyometric training, the term traditional strength training can be broad. Does this refer to resistance training using free weights and machines, or is it a more generalized strength protocol? Providing more specificity would help ensure how future studies precisely replicate or contrast the intended modalities. The chosen duration of 8 weeks is reasonable and practical for collegiate training cycle. However, some discussion about why 8 weeks versus 6 or 12 weeks, for example, would enhance the rationale and show that you've considered phases of adaptation or potential constraints during the competitive season. Now, it would be worth acknowledging variables such as the baseline fitness or training status of the athletes, differences in coaching, nutrition, recovery strategies, and the inclusion or the exclusion of other forms of training during the study period. Briefly mentioning these would strengthen your justification and demonstrate critical awareness of real-world complexities. Now, since vertical jump can be assessed in several ways, including standing vertical, counter movement jump, and with or without arm swing, stating your preferred method can add clarity. This is crucial because different assessments might yield different sensitivity to training adaptations. You might consider including not only the magnitude of improvement, but also the rate, how fast the athletes gain vertical jump, retention, how well gains persist after training ends, or transfer to actual game performance. Discussing possible risk or contraindications for plyometric training in collegiate athletes, such as increased injury risk if not properly supervised, would also demonstrate a well-rounded view of the topic. So basically, what I see is your research question is solid, well-framed, and highly applicable. Addressing these suggestions, as I mentioned, will further enhance its robustness and clarity for practical research and implementation in the field. I do want to say you did great work in identifying a topic intersecting closely with evidence-based athletic training and performance improvement.